Me on Demon is directed by Nicolas Winding Refn, a director that I really like. He made such movies as Only God Forgives, Drive, and Bronson, and is a very love it or hate it director. A lot of people don't like his movies whatsoever. They have a lot of style to them and are so crazy and fantastical that people just zone out and don't care about them. And he directs these kinds of movies that right off the bat, you know that they're going to be beautiful, they're going to have a crazy cool soundtrack, and they're going to be really confusing and weird, and a lot of people aren't going to like them. For me, I like his movies, I get excited for his movies, and I had no idea what this movie was. This is a movie that I had not heard anything about, and that's really rare for me because I watch so many different movie shows, I see all these movies, I know what's playing and everything. This is a movie that I just, this is a new movie coming out this weekend. It was very rare when that happens, when, oh look, there's this movie that I'd never heard of that's coming out this weekend. I guess I'm going to go see it. And then when I saw that it was directed by Nicolas Winding Refn, I got super excited because I love his stuff. I get excited for it. I didn't know he had a new movie coming out, so I got really pumped going into this movie, even though I had no idea what it was about. It stars Elle Fanning. She is not an actress, she's a model. And she moves to Los Angeles, and she's trying to make it in the world there. And she meets some ladies, and then they might be a little bit jealous of her, and she's trying to make her way through this modeling world, and it's told through this crazy lens of Nicolas Winding Refn directing it. It's a beautiful movie. Right off the bat, I'll say that this movie is utterly gorgeous to look at. It's the way nobody shoots movies the way that this guy does. His movies are so unique and just so beautiful and so just uniquely shot, and he has such a cool style to him that no other director is even close to touching. I love his style, and I love the weirdness that he brings to his movies. He has such a, he barely uses dialogue. A lot of his movies just use the shots and these images to tell the story, and I love that. I love that in Only God Forgives. I love that in Drive, and he's so good at just being a visual director, and you just get sucked into his picture, and you get lost in this world. And there's always like these fantastical worlds that they don't seem like real life, but they seem like his world, you know, and it's so unique going into his movies, and I get excited for him. And it started off, and the movie really kind of gripped me, and you were like wondering what was going to happen. And all of his movies do that, where you kind of don't know where this is going to lead. And I'm just going to say this. This movie is maybe the most insane movie that I've ever seen in my entire life ever, and I don't think I'll ever see anything as crazy as this movie. Like, this movie is seriously nuts. It goes down roads that I never possibly thought it was gonna go. It was insane, and that's not exactly a good thing for me. The characters are so weird and so realistic that it's like this fantasy world. And I get it, he's using the metaphors and everything, and I understand what he's saying, that like the models they're like monsters to each other, and they're like vicious to one another and all this. I get what he's trying to say, but there's just not enough of a story to really care about. You know, a movie like this, my dad would hate. Like, right away, I would know 100%. Movies like this, my dad just does not like them. He wants a straightforward story. They could be complicated or whatever, but he wants a story that is a story. With this thing, he would hate it. This for me is like when you go to an art gallery, and it's just a picture of like a circle with a dot in the middle, and then like, oh, that's art. I mean, I guess you could say that it's art, but really it's just like a circle with a dot, and like there's really nothing to it. That's what this movie is to me. It's just, there's not really much there. It's beautiful to look at, and there's some crazy images and, you know, some really cool style, but that's it for the movie. I ended up being kind of disappointed with it because I love this director. I expect so much out of him. I kind of understand and know what to look for in his movies, so I'm not completely surprised by the movie, but it went to such levels that I was not prepared for, and I think it just went over the deep end. I'm going to have to go 1.5. out of 5 for the Neon Demon, or just Neon Demon. Yeah, I think most people are really, really, really gonna hate this movie if they see it. It's really for a niche audience that just wants to see something insane. And it's not the kind of insane that's like The Lobster. Like, The Lobster's like a crazy movie, but it has such a cool story and it's funny. It has all these things to it. With this, there's like, it's not funny. It's not like, it's just weird is all that this movie is. And I think that's what he was going for. And maybe for him, he did perfect at what he was going for. But as a movie, it just doesn't work for me. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like this and you want to see more reviews from a guy like me, Tom Waterloo, then please like and share this video, leave a comment down below, and most importantly, subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one.